Welcome to RobMotive.
So today we're going to be putting grill lights in on the new 2024 Tacoma. What I've got are these round lights here, and they are going to be amber. And where they're going to go is right here in the top of the grill. I've made a pattern. That was kind of fun. Found the center point. I'm going to mark the two holes. You can see where they're going to go. Pull this thing out. It's just cardboard. Flip it around. Do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to drill. We're going to drill through the grill. There is nothing behind it. It's going to be right in this area here. Same thing on the other side. But there's nothing behind it that I can damage. So wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, we've got it marked. There's the two marks on that side, the two marks on this side. And then of course, the hole has to be big enough to fit the threaded area of this through. It looks like it's about, I don't know, 1/4 inch, a little bigger than 1/4 inch. And then of course the bulbs have to fit in the spot that I'm making. So that's a good thing to kind of check now, right, before I drill anything. Looks like that one will be okay, and looks like that one will be okay. So next up, we got a drill. I have everything marked, and I did take a little pick and poke a hole or an indentation in the middle of each one of these little marks I made. I don't know if you guys will be able to make that out, but that's just to kind of give the drill a spot to grab. We are going to start with a very small bit and work our way up, just because of the sensitive nature of what I'm doing. So here we go. Okay, that's pretty simple. And I do want to see where that comes through. So it looks to me, let's see. Okay, looks like it's coming through where I want it to come through, so we're golden there. I'm going to go ahead and do all the rest. Of course, drilling through plastic, you know, it's not complicated. And this will give us a good pilot hole, if you will, to go through for the bigger bit that, of course, I have to have. So you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead, finish up drilling through, and we'll come back on for the next step. Okay, I've got all the holes drilled. Pretty simple. It took a 25/64 drill bit. So if you happen to be doing this same kind of thing, 25/64 drill bit. Now, all we have to do is feed the lights in. By the way, I did test all of these, by the way, with a 9-volt battery. Could have used 12, I guess, to make sure that they all worked, and they all worked just fine. So no issues with that. I'm going to go ahead and stick one through here. Show you guys what it looks like. That's what it looks like on the front of the truck, at least one of them. So I'm going to go ahead, put the nut on the back of that fixture, which hopefully, let's see, grab a light here. Hopefully won't be too difficult. Looks like there could be something in the way right there. But I think it's going to be okay, so I'm not real concerned about that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get these on, and then we'll move on to the wiring part, the fun part. All right, got all the lights in. That'll give you some idea of what it's going to look like anyway. I think it looks pretty good. Of course, it'll look much better when it's lit up. But now I have to do the wiring, and that means connecting all of the ends here and here and here into the main wire here, which is going to go over and plug into the aux beam. This is really just a bunch of splicing, red to red, black to black. That's it. And then the aux beam, of course, is already fused, so I don't need a fuse in the middle. Pretty simple. So I'm going to do all of that. It's pretty boring stuff, really. And then I'll come back on just before I connect it up to the aux beam switch. Okay, got the gnat repellent on. It's amazing. You put a towel in your hat, it keeps them away from your ears. I don't know why, but they seem to be afraid of it. Looks stupid, but works really well. The lights again are in. You guys can see there, everything's tightened down. The wiring is run. I did put a disconnect on here so I could unplug from the switch up there. If for some reason I wanted to pull the grill off, or who knows, I wanted to replace something, I don't know. Ran the wire up underneath here, right up through here, in these handy little convenient slots, and then underneath this panel, and then I come out right here in this, well, right about this slit over here. Works pretty well. Now I just need to connect the wiring in here. That's pretty easy. You just stick it in from the front, tighten down a screw, that's it. There's a positive and negative. I'm going to run these on a 5 amp because I can't imagine those things are drawing any more than 5 amps. So we'll go ahead, put those on, and then try to figure out which switch it is inside the cab, label it, and then I'll be done. And I'll let you see what they look like and how they work once I get it wired up. Okay, got it all done. Let's give it a test, see if it works. The wiring real quick is plugged in over here. Got the circuit back on. And right there is the wiring plugged in. Very simple. I highly recommend one of these kind of setups to get something like that. Boy, that's a really weird sounding engine, isn't it? All right, let's go ahead. Wow. Let's go ahead, turn this on. It's that one right there. And let's take a look. That's what it looks like with the hood open. Let me reconnect everything in there, the cover, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the hood down. Okay, I'll show you here what it looks like with the hood down. These are some pretty darn bright lights. They might actually yield some sort of benefit at night as far as being able to see. Now, maybe it's because of the way the truck is pointing, but man, those things are bright. Brighter than I expected them to be. I don't know how they'd be out in the light, but you are not going to miss those coming at the truck. Let's have one more look with them turned off. And again, very simple. That's how you do it. Let's take a look at them. Pretty much disappear. I mean, if you're looking and paying attention, you're going to see them in there, but not some huge problem. And I really love the way they turned out. For me, perfect spot to put them in lieu of anything else in the aftermarket right now. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I will leave a link down below if you want to check these out. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'd be curious to know. The gnats are back. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye. Okay, real quick, out in the bright sunshine, let's take a look and see how they look, both on and off. Right here, of course, they are off. That's from a little bit of a distance, walking on up to them. Now, let's go ahead and turn them on and see how they look. Oh, my truck's beeping at me because I have the keys on me and I'm not in it. It doesn't like that. Oh, they're not too bad, I don't think. In the bright light, there's walking up to them. I don't think they're too bad. They are bright, that's for sure. You're not gonna miss them. But I don't think they're so overwhelming that they'd be annoying to people out there driving.